Guys, welcome to my shop. This is Foster's Powerhouse, something that was self-proclaimed named, I don't know, 15 years ago in my old beat-up shop that I had. A couple of us were sitting around drinking beer one day, and that's kind of where the name landed, and it kind of just turned into the place. It's where we all hang out. Um, this is my personal garage. It's nothing that we make any money on. It's just where I like to be. It's where my family likes to be. And thanks for coming along on the ride with us. I am very, very, very uncomfortable in front of camera. So for me to be out here in front of this is just my way of showing appreciation for everything that everybody's done on here. Man, we've had such good feedback on this. We've had a couple of videos go viral, which is fantastic. We've had a ton of comments, ton of love, some haters, but that's okay. But the biggest thing is our whole goal with going on social media for our shop and our lifestyle and everything else is to show that what we do is not outside of the normal, and that just about anybody who really wants to try hard can live some sort of a life that they want to. We are not ultra rich people. We do well for ourselves. We own a small commercial refrigeration company, and my wife is a insurance broker. She has her own company. I have my own company. We work on them together. But this is what we do. We have 4 employees. We're in South Florida, and this is what we like to spend our time doing. My last shop, if you go back through some of our videos, my last shop got tore up pretty bad by a couple of hurricanes. It was an old horse barn that had just kind of morphed into a shop over the last, 40 years. I did the best with it that I could. Once it got so bad, there was just nothing left we could do. So after the last hurricane that we got hammered by real bad, we came into a plan that this was just what it was going to happen. We were going to build a new shop, and we were going to do it the nicest we could without going super over budget, without doing anything super crazy. Everything that's in here is moderate. I don't have $200,000 in Snap-on tools. That's not how I make my money. I make my money doing commercial refrigeration, not mechanicking on cars. I've grown up my whole life with my dad and my mom. We've all built hot rods. We've raced cars. We do a lot of drag racing. I don't do a whole lot anymore because time doesn't permit. And with a 6-year-old, 2 businesses, and this in the process, we have not had a ton of time to do that. One of my plans is to hopefully get back into doing that a little more, but that'll get around when it comes. That's kind of my hope. But in the meantime, this is where we spend the majority of our time because we both run our businesses from our house. I have another shop that our warehouse is in. We both run our businesses from the house, but we spend a lot of time here. The rest of the time, we're either traveling or doing whatever, but everything in here is manageably doable. The building itself, we paid to have delivered and erected by a company out of Georgia. It came with the doors and everything else. I worked with one of my best friends to do the concrete, so we got it all formed and poured, finished, everything like that. We did the epoxy ourselves. A good friend of mine did the spray foam insulation. We painted it. We did all of our own electric. Everything else that's been in here other than that has been done by my wife and myself. And we're super proud of it. So we're glad you guys are coming along for the ride. I like changing stuff. I've got some like severe ADD and severe OCD. So I like stuff a certain way. My brain doesn't function very well without it. When my life's a mess, it makes everything else in my day-to-day just kind of goes to crap. So I like keeping an organized shop. I like keeping an organized house. Some people, doesn't matter to them. It makes a big difference to me, but that's kind of the driver behind all of this. And one thing we're going to work on going here forward, and this is kind of the intro into that, is I'm working on doing more shop tour stuff. I personally hate being in front of the camera, but I'll do it for you guys, and we're going to try to show you guys how we do everything. And hopefully that will take some of the people that think that it's outside of their budget or outside of their means to realize that you can do it. You can change things. You can modify them to make whatever you want to do inside of your budget. biggest problem was when I was doing all my planning for the shop over the last 9 years was there was nobody on Instagram or Facebook or Garage Goals or any of these places that you could message somebody who built their own garage, who had something set up the way they did, why they did it, how'd they come up to that point. Um, it was always contractors for some multi-million-dollar home, with the homeowners that have no intentions on ever answering DMs or how to's. And also, they probably don't utilize their shop in the same way we do. I don't build a lot of cars in here. This is my personal garage. My shop is next door at my dad's house. Anything we're going to fab or anything like that gets done there. So, all the people that have the comments that nothing ever gets built in that shop, you are correct, but it doesn't mean we don't do it. We build stuff in my dad's shop. It's not quite as neat and tidy as it is in here. But this is where we like to be. And I hope you guys enjoy everything we do. So from here forward, we are going to try to get more things going. I've got a YouTube channel, so go check that out. I haven't got a whole lot of stuff on it yet. Once I do, I'll start posting stuff and put some links up on there. And we'll go from there. If you guys have comments or questions on anything, feel free to reach out to me. I am very busy, but I do try to get back on every DM or comment if somebody needs something. So don't ever feel afraid to reach out, and we'll see where this takes us. Enjoy the ride.